Welcome back to Megaman 11 speedrun tutorial. We might be done with bounce, but don't let your guard down. The next stage is another challenge you need to treat with respect. So let's amp things up and dodge all the lasers. It's time for Fuse Man. A lot of runners uses different strats for the first screen of Fuse, and the version I'm using should be fairly consistent when it comes to having all the necessary impact before your one and only W tank usage. Start by changing the impact and slide twice. Small jump up to this platform, mini slide, and another small jump before firing one normal impact to kill the first enemy. Flick on your power gear and slide twice, quickly cancelling the second slide with a jump before firing one power impact to destroy the next two enemies. Turn off your power gear and slide. Jump twice and flick on your power gear once you're on top of the platform here. Then slide one more time. Jump to align yourself between these two enemies and use one power impact to destroy them. Then quickly change to bounce before entering the next screen, keeping your power gear on. Hold your rapid fire during the screen transition to fire one power bounce, then flick off your power gear. Change to impact and slide 3 times. Fire one normal impact to get through the first enemy and the laser. Allow Megaman to fall down and jump to reach this first step. Turn on your power gear. Do a long jump and fire one power impact. Immediately change to bounce right after and fire one power bounce to get rid of the last enemy. You can also manually aim up and down with the bounce weapon, but it doesn't matter in this screen, as long as you're firing one power bounce. Normal bounce shot would be different. Slide and change to impact briefly, in case the last enemy drops a refill. These yellow spark enemies can only drop small refills, but even getting that would be worth it. Hug the left wall and fall down to the next screen. You need to be quite fast if you want to avoid getting hit by this laser, so jump immediately when you touch the floor and slide. Followed by 2 more slides, though make sure you cancel the second slide quickly with a jump, so you won't touch the edges of the next platform. Rapid fire mid-air, change to impact and slide twice. Flick on your power gear, slide and jump straight up right before Megaman gets hit by the laser. Then use one power impact to reach the end of the screen. Slide down to exit the room. Let Megaman fall down a bit and fire one normal impact to reach the top platform. Change to block. Turn on your power gear and jump to reach the middle platform. Quick slide, followed by another jump. Fire one power block almost immediately after your jump to get rid of the next 2 enemies. I like to flick my power gear off and back on here, but it's not exactly necessary. You should have plenty of gear left before the end of the screen. Do a full slide, and when you see Megaman standing back up, full jump to get over the turret shot. Fire one power block to destroy the turret. Change to impact and slide to collect the possible drops. Now, if you got at least one small drop, you should have 5 bars of impact energy left, or more, allowing you to cross this next section with 2 power impacts. Make a full jump to land on this first small platform, mini slide and flick on your power gear. Then jump all the way up until Megaman bonks his head against the ceiling. Fire 2 power impacts, flying over the shield enemy. Flick off your power gear, grab the ladder and jump to release it. Slide twice to exit the screen. If you're unlucky with drops and only have enough impact energy for one power impact, do the same jump from the small platform and bonk your head against the ceiling, then fire one power impact. Change to block and fire one power block instantly after the power impact. You should land on this small platform while killing the shield enemy at the same time. Then jump up to reach the last platform and change to impact in case the enemy dropped something. Proceed normally by falling down the ladder and sliding twice to exit the screen. There's a couple of different approaches for this room, and it all depends how much impact energy you have left. If you burn it all and you don't have any left, then simply change to bounce and slide twice, and after finishing the second slide, hold up and aim your bounce weapon towards the lasers and fire one normal bounce to get rid of them. Then slide against the wall, jump, and summon Jet mid-air, using him as a quick step again to reach the end of the screen, slide to exit. If you can afford just one power impact, I suggest you use it to leave the screen. Do the same strat as before, summon Jet and flick on your power gear, change to impact, and after your jump from Jet, use one power impact to quickly exit the screen. Now, if you were lucky enough to get some extra drops and you have enough energy to do 2 power impacts or more, you can do a slightly faster strat in this room. Change to bounce before entering the screen or right after, then jump up and shoot one normal or power bounce to destroy the first laser, doesn't really matter which. Reach the first small platform, change to impact, flick on your power gear and do a small jump, then use 2 power impacts to leave the screen. Slide twice and use your W tank in this room. Then change to torch and land down here. Now make sure you're sliding twice before exiting the screen, making the next room a lot easier. Do another quick slide after your first one finishes and jump almost immediately. Then fire one normal torch to destroy the shield enemy. Change to impact, do a small jump and fire one normal impact. Change to buster mid-air and fire a single shot just before you land, destroying the enemy in front of you. Flick on your power gear and slide twice, change into torch in the middle of them. Jump to bonk your head against this block here, and fire one power torch. Slide and jump before the platform. Change to impact and fire one power impact to skip the laser cycle. Change to buster and either fire one or simply rapid fire to kill the last enemy. Time your shot when Megaman is aligned with this block here. Slide against the wall and summon Coil. Jump up from him. Change to impact and climb up. Now, this section can be a bit annoying because these 3 enemies on the left spawns on different times. If you don't move left at all after reaching the top of the ladder, and you use your impact right away, you will get hit by the middle enemy. Instead, right after reaching the top, flick on your power gear, do a quick slide, mini jump and fire 3 power impacts to go through the middle enemy. Slide once and jump against this block, summoning Coil mid-air. After jumping from Coil, don't hold any direction and allow Megaman to reach the top platform. Then hold right and jump up to avoid getting hit by the laser. Start charging your buster and slide down to go through these lasers. If your movement was perfect, Megaman should avoid getting hit by any of these lasers, but it doesn't really matter. You will only get hit once if you miss the cycle, and you can continue normally. Jump and slide to exit the screen. Release your charge during the screen transition, and your shot will hit the shield enemy, causing a knockback. Now, this isn't necessary either, but it's a good way to make sure the shield enemy will keep his shield down instead of lifting it up. Grab the ladder by holding down and press jump to release it right away. Change to block once you reach the floor and turn on your power gear. Then slide twice before doing a little mini jump, firing your power block during the jump. Do a slightly higher jump to avoid getting hit by the turret shots. Change to impact in case you get any drops and fall down right in front of the gate. Do not touch the gate mid-air. You should know all about this by now. Slide to exit the room. Here's another ridiculously easy mini-boss. Change to bounce either before entering the room or right after. Then slide 3 times to align Megaman right in front of the boss, as close as possible. Use this metallic blade as your visual cue when to stop. You're aiming to shoot his eyes, so do a medium jump and start holding your rapid fire to fire 1 normal bounce when Megaman is still going up. Quickly flicking on your power gear while still holding your rapid fire button to fire 1 power bounce when Megaman is actually falling down. Make sure you're not holding up or down when you do the jump. Neutral jump will do the trick, so Megaman will shoot his bounce weapon forward. If your timing and positioning was correct, the boss should be dead by now. If not, keep your power gear on and jump again to shoot the boss between the eyes 1 more time to finish the fight. Align Megaman a bit away from the gate, then wait for the lights to turn off. Slide to exit the room a few moments later. If you happen to have close to full impact after the mini-boss, use power impact here to cut down some of the sliding. Otherwise, slide 5 times to reach the end of the screen. No need to stop to get any of the refills. Hug the left wall before exiting. Keep holding left and slide once Megaman touches the platform. Continue with another slide. Mini jump onto the small step and slide twice. Flick on your power gear and hug the right wall. After the screen transition starts, hold your rapid fire button. Continue holding down your rapid fire button, and Megaman will fire one power torch to get rid of the bats when entering the screen. Then flick off your power gear and slide against the wall. Summon Coil and jump on him. Change to impact and slide. Now, you cannot grab the ladder until Megaman is done with his sliding animation, so I suggest quickly jumping up and bonking your head to speed things up. Then hold down to grab the ladder, jump to release, and flick on your power gear. Then fire one power impact once you reach the midway. Change to bounce, aim up, and jump. Then fire one power bounce to get rid of the first laser. Jump again, and once Megaman is aligned with the second laser, fire one power bounce forward to destroy it. Do a medium jump from the small platform, change to impact, and fire one power impact to reach the last ladder. Just before landing, however, change to blast and fire one power blast to destroy the approaching enemy. Flick off your power gear for a moment and walk against the wall. Hold down to grab the ladder, jump to release it, and change back to impact. Flick your power gear back on and slide 3 times until Megaman is right in front of the first enemy here. Then during that slide, hold down your rapid fire and jump to cancel your slide, destroying all 3 enemies. Slide to exit the room. There's a high chance you'll get a small drop from one of the enemies you just destroyed, but if you're unlucky not to get a drop, flick off your power gear and continue sliding twice and change to bounce. Then do a little jump and fire one normal bounce to get rid of the big enemy. Jump and summon Jet, followed by another jump to skip the first long ladder. Slide twice to press Megaman against the wall and jump up to grab the ladder, exiting the screen. If you did manage to get a drop, then immediately after entering the screen, jump and summon Jet. Ride him for a bit and flick on your power gear, then do a high jump. Change to impact and fire one power impact to go over the enemy and skip the long ladder. Slide once and jump up to grab the ladder, exiting the screen. This is an awful screen, probably my least favorite in the entire speedrun. You only have a limited window to one-cycle this screen. There's no room for slowdowns or mess-ups. Start by climbing up and sliding twice. Jump and slide again. Reach the edge of this platform and do a medium jump. Stop your horizontal movement after you have lined Megaman with the ledge, otherwise you might get hit by the laser. Jump right immediately. Mini slide and jump twice. Now, this is the most difficult section in the entire room. Walk just a bit, enough so Megaman won't be bonking his head against the corner here. Then wait until you see this bottom laser hitting the very edge of the platform you're standing on. Extremely important you press your Jet summon button first before jumping. That said, the moment the laser is about to hit your feet, summon Jet and jump on him. You will land on Rush, and if your jump was well timed, you can ride Rush for a moment and then jump up to reach the platform above without hitting the vertical laser. Quickly jump 3 times and summon Jet after the third one. Jump right and you should dodge the last laser as well. Slide, jump, and slide 3 times to exit the screen. This last room is pretty straightforward, but you can use a different strat here as well if you have enough Rush for 2 coil summons, which we're going to use in the boss fight. So you would need at least 7 bars of Rush energy here. If you're feeling ambitious and want to go for the little time save, slide all the way down while holding right. Once landing, slide once and do a long jump, still holding right mid-air. Summon Jet when Megaman is aligned with the first platform and you should land on Jet right above the laser. Then jump, slide and one final jump to reach the top platform. Slide to fall down and change to impact to check if you have any extra ammo left. Slide to exit. The normal strat is a lot more simpler and doesn't require any tight timings. Slide to fall down and quickly flick your speed gear on and off after passing this metal detail here. Slide once after landing and jump twice. You have to be relatively fast with your movement, unless you hold your speed gear on for a bit longer. Slide and jump up to reach the top platform. Slide to fall down and slide to exit. Use your remaining impact energy if you have any and change to bounce. Then slide to reach the boss gate. Now it's time to scramble some electrons. Get ready for Fuse Man. Despite being mostly a scripted fight, Fuseman can be tough to beat. Start the fight by buffering your rapid fire and power gear. Also hold right to fire forward. Megaman will fire one power bounce and hit Fuse. Then slide once, summon coil and start charging. Walk past this spark down here and stop. Now keep your eyes on the top spark. You will see it disappearing, and once it does, give it a few extra frames and release your charge. Then flick on your speed gear briefly, so your red buster shot can hit Fuse. Immediately change back to power gear and start your second charge. Now, Fuse will either do a long dash or a short dash. Allow the electrified line to disappear and jump on coil. Once you're aligned with Fuse, release your second charge to hit him twice. Start charging your third shot. Turn off your power gear and turn it back on quickly after landing. Slide right to avoid getting hit by his shot. Summon coil, jump on him, and when you see Fuse Man appearing again, release your third shot to finish the fight. The fight is pretty identical, even if he gives you the short dash. His electric trail is in a different angle though, making it a lot easier for you to jump on coil without worrying about getting hit by it. Try to flick your power gear off and back on between your buster shots and use the top spark as your visual cue. Once you get the first power buster timing, the rest of the fight pretty much comes almost automatically.
失敗